Okay, let's just get straight into this one. So this is a limb from a maple tree that came out of a tree in my front yard and had been sitting underneath my deck for about a year. And this was originally going to be just a short mallet build video, probably just to put on Instagram or my Facebook page. But once I started getting into this log, I realized that there was a lot of spalting in it, and I really wanted to take advantage of that and make something a little prettier than a mallet. And since the log was spalted, I didn't want to make a mallet because it would probably be too soft. So here I'm just chiseling out a notch so I can get the clamp on there so I can finish the cut. Like I said, the original video was going to be for a mallet, and I wanted to do everything with hand tools. So you can see that I'm cutting with a handsaw, and I've got it clamped to my bench. And somewhere right in here, when I finally get the cut all the way through, I see that it's spalted. So I switched from hand tools to bringing it over to the joiner so I could get some square edges so that I could run it through the bandsaw to get some boards out of it. So I'm just going to strike my first line, and then I'll take it over to the bandsaw and rip a board out of it. And then you'll see that I'll go back to the joiner and square up that rough face again, just to make sure that I'm staying square, and take it back over to the bandsaw. And ended up having a little bit of trouble, which you'll see with the bandsaw. Just couldn't keep the line straight. I really need to tune up my bandsaw to get it to cut better. So you'll see that I end up just taking this over to the table saw and making a couple cuts on it, raising the blade gradually, and that's how I milled up the boards. Alright, let's figure out what we can do with this small amount of lumber that I got from this tree limb. After some consideration, I decided on building a new jewelry box for my wife. So here I'm just taking measurements of the boards that I've got, and I'm going to transfer that onto paper. And now I have a cut list to go by instead of just flying by the seat of my pants. I decided to make this a little more challenging, and to give myself a little more practice, I'm going to use hand-cut dovetails for the joinery. Here I'm just labeling all my pieces, and then I'll go straight into marking everything. Now just enjoy the next few minutes of some maybe poorly done hand-cut dovetails. Here I'm just going to be cutting the rabbit for the bottom and the corresponding dados in the sides of the box. Now I'm just going to make sure the top is nice and flat so that our lid sits flush. I managed not to get any video of it, but the lid for this box is going to be made out of a small book match piece of walnut, which you'll see me sanding here. For finish, I'm going to go with a couple coats of spray-on shellac. Man, watch this grain just pop. You know what? Let's see that again. Oh yeah, still nice. Now all that's left is to just add the hinges and this jewelry box is done. Thanks for sticking around to the end. This is my first video that I've done a voice recording on, so I apologize if there's some bad sound quality, but as always, y'all have a good one.